The Super Bowl is a bunch of grown men playing with a ball that is occasionally interspersed with commercials. Michael Bloomberg released a Super Bowl ad on gun control, in which he decided the best way to turn people to his position was to provide false information. By inflating the number of deaths, he misleads the people. By providing illegal solutions, he just feeds the never-ending appetite of big government. President Trump, on the other hand, just played a video clip of a woman that was freed from jail for a non-violent offense.
I'm free to hug my family. I'm free to start over. This is the greatest day of my life. My heart is just bursting with gratitude. I want to thank President Donald John Trump. Woo! Thank you.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Here we see a big difference between the Democrats and Republicans. One side is going to do nothing but lie to you to support their own worldview, and the other will have simple, average Americans doing better. Intelligence is coming out that the Chinese government has been secretly cremating bodies to keep the scare of the coronavirus low and to keep people from finding out about it. Remember, all of this started because the state was more concerned about public image than the public good. Just like all commies. The United States is officially barring anyone from going to China under any circumstances. Not that anyone would want to. The Pentagon has approved the use of military bases to house people suspected of carrying the coronavirus. Now, I am no legal expert, and so I am not sure if this is legal. However, if it is, this solves the problem that I mentioned last week. Our efforts will do nothing to stop the spread because of how long the incubation period is. While Americans have been celebrating the 4th of July for nearly 250 years, Brits may have a chance to celebrate February 1st for a long time to come. It is officially official. The country is no longer a member of the European Union. The British no longer have to answer to a body in Brussels on how to order their own affairs. The European Union started as a way to have free trade across the continent, but it slowly grew to its monumental size that we see today. Other countries will follow, and I am more than excited. While there are a few triggered snowflakes that are upset that the government will not be controlling their lives, most are excited about this new order. Elizabeth Warren is most famous for lying about her ancestry to get a job at Harvard, and then capitalized on this to sell a traditional cookbook that she plagiarized. Recently, it was revealed that even though she wants to force parents to send their children to the failing public schools, her children went to elite private schools. She even went so far as to laugh at a parent who confronted her.
I just want to ask one question. My daughter's getting out of school. I've saved all my money. She doesn't have any student loans. Am I going to get my money back? Of course not. So you're going to pay for people who didn't save any money, and those of us that did the right thing get screwed.
No, it's not anybody got screwed. When we started,
of course we did. My buddy had fun, bought a car, went on vacations. I saved my money. He made more than I did. But I worked a double shift, worked extra. My daughter works, she was 10. So you're laughing. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. We did the right thing, and we get screwed.
I am not a politician, but even I know that you do not laugh at someone while they are offering a serious grievance about your policies. At the same time, recall from last week that those in Catholic schools are getting into less trouble. Meanwhile, Sanders is pretending to care about the poor.
My opponents will tell you that campaign contributions of the wealthy and the powerful don't have an impact. Why do you think these CEOs are making contributions? When you make those contributions, you're first in line to get your concerns taken care of. I believe in democracy, not billionaires owning the system. Our campaign is funded by the working people of this country. We need to take on all of the corporate elite. We need a government that works for working families, not just big campaign contributors. I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message.
He is going to develop a base of people who have and always will ignore tends to fall. With the House narrowly voting not to hear from more witnesses, the end was inevitable. President Trump was acquitted. The vote was close, and I awoke that morning to all the cries and screams of snowflakes that had their feelings hurt. Pelosi was so upset that she ripped up his speech during the State of the Union. Such is to be expected, and the Democrats are already losing their minds that the American people will decide yet another election. The swamp is deep, but Trump has emerged from the crucible stronger than ever. So many liberals believe that the world is ending in just a few years, based on the scientific expertise of a college dropout and a bartender. Meanwhile, when actual scientists point out the errors in this, they are ignored. I had a debate with my liberal friends and pointed out 3 or 4 different inconsistencies with global warming, and they just ignored every one of them, even turning it into a joke. Moving over to Japan, they are scrambling to create coal-burning power plants. They have realized what Trump and the US realized long ago, that if they rely on solar and wind, they are going to be left behind. As a result, the US will become an even bigger industrial superpower than it is now. Activists are even going so far as to sue the government for not having an environmental impact study. I wonder why you would need one. At least the batteries for the green cars are environmentally friendly. Oh wait! What's this? Well, we can rest assured that these wind turbines are safe. Oh wait! What's this? On the plus side, at least buildings do not burst into flames with solar panels. Oh wait! What's this? It is no secret that the child that is being aborted feels every last bit of pain, as the abortionist will rip him apart or use any other cruel method of execution. Now, scientists believe that these children may be sensing pain earlier than ever before. So the scientists, in light of this new evidence, are arguing that we should not kill these children. Oh wait, that is not true. They just want to provide the child with anesthesia. You heard that correctly. Instead of just not killing the child, they want to make sure that the child does not feel any pain as he is being killed. We are told that this child is just tissue, but you do not give anesthesia to the tonsils before you take them out. You give anesthesia to the person. These scientists are suppressing the truth and unrighteousness, and it makes me sick. The Trump administration has killed yet another terrorist leader. Given President Obama's massive ego, why did we not hear about the ones that his administration killed every other month? Maybe because he was too busy apologizing for America and wanting to be so inclusive that he did not want to risk authorizing the mission. Instead, he had airstrikes all over the place and bombed weddings. I would like to add that these had very limited results. Instead, the military is now using targeted strikes to take out leadership. I do not like war for obvious reasons, but mostly because I am fearful that the collateral and civilian damage will inspire someone else to take the reins. On the other hand, if you just turn the leadership into a smoldering pile of ash, this is less likely. President Trump made a perfect phone call asking the president of Ukraine to investigate corruption in regards to Hunter Biden. The Democrats decided to use this call as grounds for impeachment after Schiff personally groomed the whistleblower. It is high time the Bidens were investigated. The Treasury Department has handed over a myriad of documents in their possession to the Senate so that the investigation can begin. President Trump's State of the Union address was wonderful. He had a chance to tout all of his successes in making America great again, while watching the Democrats frown at low unemployment and jobs returning to America. I guess they decided not to wear their hoods so that we could see them scowling. On another topic, he used the opportunity to give Rush Limbaugh the Presidential Medal of Freedom and got all of the Democrats to attend his award ceremony. While Mr. Limbaugh is dealing with cancer, he has spent his career fighting against the liberal establishment and the fake news. Naturally, since he is a conservative, every liberal has to either say that they are glad for his cancer or just call him racist. CNN's Jim Acosta belongs to the latter.
He was trying to make appeals to the African American community. It can't be forgotten that he was awarding the medal to Limbaugh, who has a history of making derogatory comments about African Americans.
Limbaugh's longtime producer, Bo Snerdley, has come out against these claims strongly. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke. Maybe I'm completely off my rocker, but that is just my opinion.